Alrighty, so what was it? CTCI. Emacs. Yeah, I guess you should make it dark. It's a dash P, I think. Ugh, I don't like this. And then I guess ch1 p. I don't think we can put dots. I guess we just do this, yeah, actually. Okay. And then Emacs chapter 1 1D1. I guess we just say prom1 is unique. CLJ. Okay. Why did that not work? GTCI dot chapter 1 dot prom1 is actually you know, this, yeah. Alright, so let's go into source, blah, blah, blah. And let's just say BB. Don't really actually think we need to do, you know, if we're going to use BB for most of this, then we don't really need to do any of this. You can just put them under the root directory. I guess there's an advantage to putting it in namespaces. No, that's stupid. I don't think any of these problems rely on you using work from previous problems or from other problems, based on what I'm seeing. So I'm kind of wondering whether we should even bother with all this namespace stuff, or we should just write them all as little scripts that you can execute. I kind of think maybe we should, let's just go the other way. So I'm going to just do that. Back up this whole idea. Chapter 1, problem 1. Is unique. Let's see if it actually will name this file. Okay. I don't get why it does that, but we don't even need a namespace because we're just gonna create a Bashka script. So where would I go? I go to streaming or commit to video is what I need to say. And let's look in the post commit. Oops, not this one, but the script. And we can go like this. We can go like this. And we usually just have is unique, I guess, as a function. Right, and that just takes a string and returns a bool. Okay. Of course, if I use the namespace, then I can start writing tests, which would be nice, and also automated testing would be nice. Okay. Well, anyway, let's just start with this. All right, so is unique. It's pretty simple. The question is, implement an algorithm to determine if a string has all unique characters. What if you cannot use additional data structures? Two questions. So that's pretty easy. I think we just say set of S, and basically if the set of S is equal to the count of S, okay, the count of the set of S is equal to the count of S, then all the characters must be unique. If you cannot use additional data structures, well, first of all, why would you do that? You know, but ignoring that issue, how could you do that? Well, I guess you could convert the string into a string into, if you truly can't use additional data structures, what does that mean? I don't really get the question, honestly. And if you truly can't use additional data structures, then I guess you'd iterate through every element in the sequence in the string, for every element in the string, and you'd ask, does this element show up at this point or any point, well, at any point onward, basically? I mean, I guess for truly you can't use additional data structures, then so the only data structure I can use is a string. I guess you could do this. You know, I don't actually know if you sequence a string, do you get characters out of a string? Anyway. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, I guess, reduction. Does a lazy sequence count as a data structure? I mean, of the rest of S. Is this truly the best you can do if you can't use another data structure? You cannot use additional data structures. I mean, I guess you could also, if you have a string, you could sort the characters in the string. And then you can just unique, basically, across the string. I'm not quite clear exactly what they're asking here. I guess sorting and then calling unique is not an additional data structure, right? Okay. I think that would, I mean, at least that would be better than my suggestion, which is just linearly scanning. That's like n factorial, I think. Yeah, so, or is it n factorial? I think it's n. What is the addition? What is the addition equivalent of factorial? As is to addition. So that's the factorial. It is called the nth triangle number. Yeah, I think that's the nth triangle number, right? Because at the beginning you got to scan n minus 1. At the second one you got to scan n minus 2. Third one you... Yeah. So that's not a good one. Let's not do that. But what about just sorting the string? Sort S. Okay. So that would make S into a sequence, and then we're going to sort it. And then, is there a let's look up unique. I think I can do it with partition and then ask if any two partitions are equal. But I wonder if there's just a command for it, enclosure. Enclosure. Distinct. Oh. Oh, okay, there's one right here. I didn't even know that. Distinct, alright. So I think we can just actually say S sort distinct. Right. So this should sort them into an order, and this should make them ask if any of them are distinct. And if they are distinct, that is, if it is the case that if no two arguments are equal, then that means it's also unique, right? So I think that's two solutions. And I guess this one's on login. I'm not sure how to write this. And this one's just linear. I guess we should put these, I don't know, like maybe like this. Log of n. Okay. I think that seems reasonable-ish. Okay. Now, how do we actually demonstrate that this kind of works? Well, I guess we should write tests. Can we just write tests with Babashka? Can we just write tests directly in line with Babashka? Let's see. Babashka. Okay. Okay, so closure test is included. But it's not aliases anything, interestingly enough. So you just, how do you use it? Oh, this is interesting. Wait for path. So this waits for a port to be available on host and port option. Oh, that could be useful. Okay, interesting. Anyway. Okay, so you're just saying I can just use it as closure test. But now I'm regretting doing it this way because I kind of just want to put my source and my code in the same file, just BB the file. or not even pp the file. I should be able to chmod plus ux the file. Like I just want each of these little files to be entirely independent programs. So I guess I can just require, I guess I could just do this. Right, that is valid code. I almost never do it this way, but and then I can just say t slash def test, I think. Is unique, no data structures. And I think string is a data structure too, but no additional data structures. Although actually it does use lazy sequence, or sequence, I mean, so. Anyway, so t slash test, and I forget, it's the expected and then the actual, right? Damn, that's a big mosquito. Okay. Expected and the actual. So expected is, I guess, true, right? And actual is unique. You know what? This actually would be better as a. There's no is. There is an is, but I want to actually do the are. And I think I'm gonna say. I think that's how you do it, and then you say the actual thing. And then you say, I don't think you need to put that in the t slash is, because I think that's implicit. But yeah, then you say, I guess it's not really the actual, because the actual is the s expression, but it's the input, you know? I guess it's just a string. Yeah, okay, so the string. And then for each of these, we're going to say things like true, the empty string, true, A, B, true, A, F, Y, Z, false, A and A, false, A and B, oops, that is ABA. What else could be false? Are there any interesting ones we can think of? I wonder if this brings in spec test. Closure, oops. Closure spec. Nope. Closure spec isn't brought in by default. Okay, well. Alright, let's see if we can just run that. I'm going to back up to here, and I'm going to do, we're just going to do so it did, of course it did do this, but it didn't actually run the test, it just defined them. So I do want to run them. Dumb question, but how do I run the test? Run test. Do I have to provide a... So that's how I run. I just kind of want to run the test right here. Can I just put in my namespace? I'm not sure. Yes. Okay, let's actually get a failure. True. ABA. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right. All right. So that's a quick little script just to test something out. And what about testing that? What about just testing that is unique is equivalent? I guess we can just put the third one in here if we really want to. Although this will be weird because I don't think, at least it kind of provides, well, I guess it provides a pretty simple, yeah, okay, I guess it'll work. I mean, or it'll output it in a clear way, you know. That's, nope, that did not work, okay. Is unique AA, false, false, true. False, false, true. Okay, so it's obviously failing for, just curious, what does print line of sort of AA do? Gives me two characters, A and A. Those seems like those should not be distinct, but maybe I am wrong. Why would those be distinct? They're two identical characters. Distinct. Return true if no two of the arguments are equal. Okay, just out of curiosity, let's see what it does with the distinct rather than distinct. It returns, okay, so it did recognize the fact that these are not equal, but somehow it doesn't recognize that as distinct. That's weird. Oh, I guess it doesn't take a sequence, it takes a... Okay, I get it, yeah. So, I think we actually need to do this. Okay, alright. Okay. Oof. Wrong number of args, 0 past the closure core distinct. I don't like this anyway, so let's just give this. Why is that the wrong number of args? Oh, I bet you it's now failing on this one. You have to pass in something, I guess. Interesting, okay. Do we just need to, if return true. There you go. Yeah. So distinct cannot take 0 arguments, which I don't know if that makes sense, but whatever. It doesn't let you take 0 arguments. That's it. That's closure chord. I think that's enough for that. Okay. So now let's actually check whether my little thing let us actually commit at the right time. MGS is unique. Okay. So I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna worry about where to put this. I'm just gonna delete all this too. We may put them under, but I kind of like this style too. And then commit, and we can say, all right, what time did I start this? I started this at 9:15, so hopefully it should be 9:16 onward in terms of when it actually commits, assuming I ramble enough here. So is unique, right? Chapter 1, problem 1.1 in CTCI. CTC. I guess we could, I mean, I'm not really sure I'm going to do this long term, but implement an algorithm to determine, wow, should not be a transcriber or whatever. A string has all unique characters.